Great things take time. And I feel like we get so, or I even find myself getting caught up in the world that wants instant results, instant gratification. You know, we see people with things that we want right now. We see people achieving the dreams or achieving the goals that we aspire to have or that we're chasing right now. I feel like you don't realize where they come from or where they came from. You know, and I feel like it's really important for you to remember that great things take time. You know, you're not behind, you're really blooming. You're really blooming. You know, I need you to realize that this is a journey. And this journey is not always meant to be easy. But I always go back to plants because they're so naturally beautiful. You know, these plants right here, those plants, they have days where they go without water. They have days where the growth goes unseen for real. Now, where am I going with this? I ain't gonna lie. There's gonna be days where it's gonna be hard. There's gonna be days where you're gonna feel like you're moving backwards, but the whole time you're really moving forward. For real though. For real. Like, bro, there's days where I feel like I'm really moving backwards, dog. There's days where I feel like my dreads aren't even growing. Bro, what? How is that even possible, bro? Every day is a new opportunity for growth. Every day I'm growing some more. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's really important. You know, it's really important for you to understand that this journey is not supposed to be easy all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of the biggest takeaways that I'm learning from this. Is that when you're trying to get better each and every day, it's gonna feel like you're not growing. But back to a plant, back to a tree, the roots start growing underground. This tree can be growing underground for God knows how long. One day it's gonna start sprouting. It's gonna start blooming, just like how you're gonna start blooming. Just one day. But you may be trying to post on social media for months. You may be been hitting the gym for months, not seeing results for months. One day you're gonna step on that plate. You're gonna step on that scale. You done went down 10 pounds. You done gained 10 pounds because of the consistency. Because of the unseen growth. Just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean it's happening. That's what having faith means. You know what I'm saying? That's what having faith means, bruh. You gotta have faith. Faith in the unknown. Faith in the things that you can't see. Faith in believing in yourself. Because growth goes without being seen. If that makes sense. I hope I worded that right. There's been days where I feel like I'm not going nowhere. There's been days where I feel like I'm losing my mind. There's been days where I feel like, man, I can't do this. And then, you know what? It's like God just smacks me in my face and says, dude, look at how far you've come. I need you to look back at how far you've come. You have beat the odds so many times, dog. You have rose up out the ground so many times. You've been knocked down so many times. You got back up each and every time, dog. I need you to remember that. Like, come on now. You know, when it hurts me to see my family on here. It hurts me to see the people that I make videos for to hurt. It hurts me. Because you know what? I've been there before and I know how to overcome my problems. So I come on here to express how every day is a journey, you know what I mean? And how you should be patient. But it does hurt me, man. But I'm making these so hopefully you can one day, after watching this video, I hope you can take away something very valuable. Every video I feel is a lesson that I'm trying to teach. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm getting at. Anyways, if you keep showing up for yourself and you keep putting in work, eventually you'll start to see a better version of you. And that version of you exists through you. Other people can't want it for you. Other people can definitely be the cause of you changing. Other people can definitely give you inspiration to change. You know, your past can definitely give you inspiration to change, but at the end of the day, it's ultimately up to you to become the best version of yourself. It's ultimately up to you. And dude, this journey, it could definitely be tough. But this journey is a beautiful journey. Some of the most beautiful plants, some of the most beautiful flowers only bloom one time of the year. They only come out at one time of the year. They're only at their best moment. They only blossom, bloom at one time of the year. You know, some of us might think, oh my gosh, that sucks. But all in all, it's a beautiful thing. You know, because if God said, you know what, this thing, you're gonna bloom at this time of the year, do you think that they're complaining about that? You think that they wish that they could be another way? Do you wish that the plant could bloom all times of the year? No, I feel like the plant just really accepts that it's beautiful the way that it is, because it has no consciousness of that thing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we should really be grateful enough that we can bloom in different parts of the year. We can bloom at any different time. We can bloom in the winter. We could bloom for a whole year. We could bloom for a whole 10 years. We could bloom for a whole week. We could bloom for a whole 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons. Even though there's only 4 seasons. But you see where I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? You see where I'm getting at. Sometimes it can feel like we're moving backwards. Sometimes it can feel like the growth or the work that we're doing is for no reason. The weights that we lift in the gym is for no reason, because you can't see the growth that day. The book that we're reading, you know, some of us don't even read, but the first time you pick up a book and you read, you're gonna start stuttering. You're gonna go back and you're gonna have to reread a whole page because you're not used to reading, because your mind can't focus on one thing. But the more you train your mind, you know, a week later, now you can focus on reading. You know, you can read the whole thing. You can read that whole book. You know, you posted content for a week straight. Now, guess what? You got 10 more followers. You know, it's the growth that goes unseen that should keep you going. You know, it's not supposed to be easy. You know, I wish it was, but it's not. You know, but you have to keep showing up for yourself each and every day. There's gonna be days that are gonna be hard, but I want to let you know that I love you, and you hold a special place in my heart. And a lot of and some of y'all don't even know that, but some of my the people who watch me almost every day, y'all the ones who keep me going. Each view, I want to let y'all know I really do love y'all. Y'all motivate me to motivate you. But I found my purpose, and it's to help others grow. My hair didn't grow in one day, and I have it in a ponytail right now. My hair didn't grow in one day. It was a process. And I feel like you should really take the time to learn to be patient with the process. Because you're blooming right now and you don't even know. You're growing in different ways that you can't even see right now. So I need you to keep going. Not for me, not for anybody else, not for your mom, not for your pops, not for your little brother, not for your cousin, not for your dog, not for your cat, for you. You have to keep going for you. You have to keep going, because nobody else is going to keep going but you. Nobody else can go but you. You have to be the one that goes for you. You got to be the one that grows off that ground. But be patient with the process. Remember that every day is a new day for you to work on yourself, for you to get better, for you to focus on your goals, for you to get better mentally. Whatever you aspire to do, every day is a new day. I really appreciate y'all for watching though. I'm gonna link everything in the description. I'm starting to do one-on-one calls, man. If y'all want to talk to me one-on-one, I really feel like I can change your life with just a conversation. Because I really truly want to help y'all. Deep down inside, I do want to help y'all. So yeah, y'all go check that out. I love y'all so much. Have a great day, man.